Hello. Someone asked me, they said, Burt, you're always talking about the human being. Well, about the human I understand. But what about the being? Well, talking about the being is not an easy thing. Now, if you're willing to listen and not try to make sense out of what you are seeing and hearing, then we might have something there. How do you describe the being? The being is grace, is the moment. It's the aliveness of now. It is this, as I'm talking right now. This is aliveness. The breathing, the being, the looking, the experiencing, the sensual input, output of just being alive. It is not something special. But we're always seeking being, and I guess this will give us an idea of what being is. Now, for example, a couple of days ago, I was out with Melanie, and she wanted to talk about addiction. And I can see her interest, because it is a growing menace. Why do we become addicted? Because we're always looking for being. For example, pornography, why is it becoming so popular? Because it gives us a thrill, it gives us a moment of freedom, but more importantly, it is because we're getting close to an orgasm. But the moment we reach it, which is an egoless state, then it's over, it's dissipated and deleted, and it's finished. It's just like the guy who goes skydiving and tries to free fall because he wants to experience that moment of aliveness, that moment of being, the egoless state. Just like the mountain climber or the drug addict or the alcoholic. And they get addicted to drinking, because when they're drinking and they're drunk, they just don't care, they're free. They're in a more or less a blissful state. But then they become sober and they can't stand it, so they go back to drinking. So we try to get to being, but it can't be done. Because being is not something you're going to get, it's not something you're going to attain, it's not something you're going to understand with your mind. Being is bliss. Being is you, this moment. And if you forget yourself for a moment, if you just see the miracle of this moment, the very miracle of seeing, being, breathing, sitting here, it's so alive, it's filled with this energy of being. This is being. You can only be. You cannot think about being. You cannot attain being. You can only be being. It is who you are every moment. The aliveness of now. Right now, if you're listening to me, don't try to make sense out of it. Don't try to understand it intellectually. Just feel the energy that is being resonated. Don't you want to feel alive? Don't you want to feel good? Well, of course, but what is that goodness? What is that aliveness? You see, it is when there is a moment, a cessation, a disappearance of you, and you're just being yourself. But what does it mean to be yourself? It is when there is no agenda, no fear, no past or future. Nothing to figure out, nothing to think about. All of a sudden you just look, you see, and there's the aliveness of being. Once you glimpse that this is what it's all about, this eternal, infinite intelligence of now, then once you get a glimpse, you'll see that it is the grace of this moment, ever waiting, ever knocking at your door. All the human is doing is seeking the being all the time in all its various ways, but we do not catch that. And what it's seeking is already present. It is now. Be aware of this. If you're trying to make sense out of what I'm saying, you will never catch it. If you shut it off and it leaves you flat, you never heard it. But if you catch this moment, this, just this, the wonder, the miracle, the glory of this, then my friend, you got it. Thank you.